All right, ladies and gentlemen, here is the lineup for the super late models here at Flamboro Speedway. Starting on the pole in the number 72 is Doug Gillespie. Starting on the outside in the number 8 is Gary McLean. Starting in the third spot in the number 22 is Glenn Watson. Outside of Glenn Watson in the number 77 is Chase Wilson. Starting in the fifth spot in the number 27 is Mike Wilkinson. Starting 6th in the number 03 is Dario Capriccio. Starting 7th in the number 17 is Brandon Passer. Starting 8th in the number 14 is Thane Halliburton. Starting 9th in the number 40P is Charlie Gallant. Starting 10th in the number 07 is Todd Campbell. Starting 11th in the number 73 is Happy Mike Miller in that number 73. Starting 12th in the number 64B is Chris Burrows. Starting 13th in the number 88 is Randy Capasi. Starting at the tail of the field in the number 16 is JR Fitzpatrick. That is your starting lineup for the 50-lap feature event here tonight for our super late models at Flamboro Speedway. All right, doubling them up this time by. White flag's going to come out. Lights will go off at the Bennett Chevrolet Pace Truck. White flag, doubling them up. 50 laps will be the distance for our super late models here at Flamboro Speedway. 50 laps will be the distance. Front row. Doug Gillespie, Gary McLean, Glenn Watson, Wilson, Wilkinson, Capriccio, Passer, Halliburton, Gallant, Campbell. Now keep an eye on that 16 car. He was underweight coming to tech after qualifying, so you see him go to the front. Whoa! Watson gets into the back of the 17. He's trying to save it. Everyone's crossed up going in the green. Here we go. Yellow flag has been displayed. Well, I think someone's going to get a warning. A strict tongue lashing, probably. Laps is the distance. 72 is taken off awfully quick. Oh well. We'll let him go. There goes the 8 of Gary McLean to the lead. The 72. He rides the back wall not once but twice. Gillespie goes to second. The 22 of Glenn Watson holds on to third. Here comes the 16 trying to work the power on the outside as he's on the high road here at Flamboro Speedway. McLean, Gillespie, Watson, Wilson, Wilkinson, Capriccio, Passer, Gallant, Halliburton, Campbell, top 10. Halliburton just went down. There goes the 16 of JR Fitzpatrick working his way towards the front. This could be a show. 49 laps in, 2 laps down. Glenn Watson just set fast time up of 15.656. 15.656, a little bit of spark coming off that number 22 on the back end, just until the tires get up to pressure. The 8 of Gary McLean still holding up front. Doug Gillespie, the 72 is holding second. The 22 of Glenn Watson is third. Fourth is Wilson, Wilkinson, Capriccio, Passer, Gallant. Patrick goes up to 8. Fitzpatrick is making a charge towards the front as he's coming from dead last to 8th. From 14th all the way to 8th. He's passed a lot of cars in 2 laps. Now Fitzpatrick is working his way to the 17 of Passer, I believe, of Brandon Passer, as he gets to the back bumper thinking of a way to go around either the inside or the outside. Let's see, down into the inside of turn number 3. The 16, JR Fitzpatrick takes over Passer with all the power, drives it down, and he's now up into the top 7. Out front still, the number 8 is Gary McLean. 6 laps are down, 44 more to go. McLean, Gillespie, Watson. The 77 is right there. Wilson, Wilkinson, Capriccio. Capriccio is now going to have JR Fitzpatrick knocking on his back bumper every second here. Fitzpatrick now right there on the 03 of Capriccio. Fitzpatrick in that number 16. Capriccio sitting there, right there, holding his own. There goes the 16 up the inside of Capriccio. There goes JR Fitzpatrick. Now he's into the top 6. JR putting on a show here in that number 16. He already caught up to the number 27 of Mike Wilkinson. Wilkinson now has the rear full of that blue 16 all the way from Indiana. As it drives down deep into turn number 3 with no problem whatsoever. Here comes Capriccio up the inside. He's trying to follow that 16 and they get together. Capriccio goes 27 get collected here as Capriccio tries to go up the inside of the 27. Doubling them up. 2x2, here we go. Fitzpatrick's down on the inside. He's starting fifth, right behind Gillespie. Let's see what happens here. Let's see if McLean and Watson can get going. Gillespie's got to get going also. And then on the outside of Gillespie is Chase Wilson in that number 77. A couple guys all the way from the Sault Ste. Marie area. And then that 16 car all the way from Indiana. We want to thank them for all showing up here, coming a long distance. 14 cars have taken the pass here today. Green, green, green. 17 on the high side. Here comes the 16 up the inside. He's going to go. Oh! Gary McLean runs the 22 up the close into the wall. He drives it up there hard. Gillespie goes to the inside of Gary. Glenn Watson. Watson now takes back that second spot. But Gary McLean played a little nervy with him, a little dirty on the backstretch as he sent them and squeezed them to the wall. I don't think Glenn Watson's going to like that too much. As now up into the fourth spot is that number 16 of JR Fitzpatrick. But up front is McLean in the 8, the 22 of Watson. Then you have Gillespie gets loose, and here comes the 16 up the inside. 16 now takes over third. JR Fitzpatrick goes to third. 12, 13 laps in the books. Lots to go. 37 more laps to go. All he has to do is bide his time. He's into the top three. Here comes Watson up the inside of the 8 of McLean. McLean to the high side. Watson to the inside. McLean trying to keep him. McLean chops him just a little bit in turn number 1. Here goes Watson to the inside. Now the 16 looks to the high side of Watson. Watson and McLean getting after it. Fitzpatrick sitting third. McLean slides up a little bit. Here comes Watson once again down the inside. Watson's going to take him this time. They bounce off each other in turn number 1. Here comes the 16 up the inside. He gets second. Now, here comes Watson. Watson's now in the lead with the 16 of JR Fitzpatrick right on his back bumper. McLean slides back to third. And Gillespie sitting fourth. In the fifth spot is that number 77 of Chase Wilson. But up front, the battle is starting to heat up with the two-ton guns here. The number 22 is Glenn Watson. Glenn Watson now holding off that number 16 of JR Fitzpatrick. That Fitzpatrick car, the 16, has got a lot of horsepower. Let's see if the 22 of Watson can hold him off. Gotta keep an eye out and see if they're blocking and chopping each other, but I don't think anyone's going to do anything that's going to inhibit their racing efforts here tonight. The 22 of Watson still up front. Now, they're settling in. Fitzpatrick just buying his time. He closes the gap. Oh, he's up the inside of Watson. Can't make it stick. The 22 goes to the inside. Once again, here comes the 16 of JR Fitzpatrick. Let's see if he can make his pro late model do what his pro late model does here at Flamboro Speedway. As he's looking to the inside of that 22 of Watson. Doesn't want to take a chance of spinning him out or moving him out of the way just yet. We've got 30 laps to go. Only 20 in the books, 30 more to go. Watson still up front, the number 22. The battle with the 8 of McLean, the 72 of Gillespie, and Wilson is starting to heat up for that 3rd, 4th, and 5th spot. We're going to start catching lap traffic here soon as the 27 is the next one on the docket for these guys to go by. 27 is sitting in 14th spot. The 27 of Mike Wilkinson. Mike Wilkinson still holding his own there, but he's a few car lengths ahead of the boys. We got a caution on the field. As the number 8 has gone around of Gary McLean. I'm not sure if he's got a left rear flat maybe on that car, but he has turfed it off there in turn number 4. Off on the Bennett Chevrolet pace truck. Watson down on the inside. Fitzpatrick to the high side, front row, 22-16. 72, 77, nose to tail, 2x2 all the way through. Passers, Gallant, Capriccio, Mikey Miller, all those are backed up there. 07, they're all back on the track. Here we come, looking for the green flag this time by. Green, green, green. Watson goes down into the inside, tries to squeeze the 16 on the high side. The 16 tries to press over and get onto the inside. Fitzpatrick stuck on the high groove. Watson down low, throws in there really deep. Watson's going to go for that lead. He takes the lead as it goes. The 16 now sliding back into second. He's got to get down as Gillespie goes to the third spot. Here comes Fitzpatrick, now looking up the inside of the 22 of Watson. Now the 16 of JR Fitzpatrick looks up the inside of Glenn Watson going into turn number 1. Glenn Watson goes high, Fitzpatrick goes low. The 16, he drives it down the front, down the back stretch into turn number 3. Fitzpatrick's going to take the lead this time by. Watson goes to second. Gillespie sitting third. 25 laps in the books, 25 more to go. Fitzpatrick still out front, leading the charge to 22 of Glenn Watson, holding second. Third is Doug Gillespie in the number 72. The fourth spot will be the 77 of Chase Wilson. And fifth is a 40P of Charlie Gallant. And here comes the 03 of Dario Capriccio up the inside for that fifth spot on Charlie Gallant. Capriccio gets that one. Capriccio now starting to work his way towards the front. I believe he was a feature winner here at the beginning of the year in that double, or that 03. Capriccio did an amazing job, but up front still is that number 16, all the way from Indiana, Tommy Blunt's car. The number 16 is JR Fitzpatrick, leading the charges. He's starting to walk away by about a half a straightaway lead. Glenn Watson now holding on to second, but he's got the 72 of Gillespie bouncing off his back bumper with 29 laps in the books. 21 more to go. 21 more laps to go. Here comes the battle. Is hooking up for that second and third spot as Watson, Gillespie, and the 77 of Chase Wilson holding on to fourth. Capriccio might make a battle out of this too. He's starting to get his closed in there, get close to the front as he's running fifth. Capriccio starting to close the gap to second, third, and fourth as they're running nose to tail. Lots of sparks still coming out the back end of the 22 of Glenn Watson. Out front still is that number 16, the beautifully prepared number 16 of JR Fitzpatrick. 32 laps down, 18 more to go. Now remember, the last time this 16 car was here was 10 years ago for the $10,000 to win race. And this is what this young lad did in the car. He led most of the laps, and then he did not make it to the feature end of it as he blew up. So let's see if JR Fitzpatrick can make that 16 last. As Tyler Roder drove that car 10 years ago here at Flamboro Speedway. I saw JR Fitzpatrick, Junior Hanley head over there. He was out there tonight. And again, the super late models here at Flamboro Speedway doing an amazing job. But the 03 Capriccio is off the pace and he's heading off to the back. Oh no, Capriccio goes out of the top 5. But up front still, the 16. Then you have the 22, the 72, the 77. They're all bouncing off each other, nose to tail. As Glenn Watson was having a hard time getting through turn number 1 and 2. And Gillespie was right there with Wilson holding on to that 4th spot. They're just waiting for Watson to make a mistake as Gillespie's looking to the inside. And Wilson's like, hey, you guys all fight it out. I'll try and get around. But up front still is that number 16, JR Fitzpatrick, leading the charge. As he gets around Halliburton and the 73 of Mike. JR Fitzpatrick starting to put a whipping on all of them as he's lapped up to, I believe, I think it's like the 8th spot maybe, as Gary McLean is way in the back. As he's getting to it. There goes the 16 of JR Fitzpatrick, still leading the charge. With Watson sitting second. Now you got a battle for third. The 72 and the 77. The 72 Gillespie goes around the 77 of Wilson. He has to back out, and that gives Charlie Charlie Gallant, a chance to get up beside him, can't make it happen. Whoa, he drives into the back of him. Holy moly, they destroyed two cars going into turn number one. The number 40P of Charlie Gallant drives right into the back bumper of the 77 of Chase Wilson. Wilson came off power and Gallant just drove right into the back end and lifted them in the air and sent them into turn number one. Oh my, what a fiasco with 10 laps left to go. Our Bass Safety and Emergency are over there checking them out. I don't think anyone's hurt. They kind of slid in there sideways, kind of off power, so it doesn't look like too much damage, but definitely the 77 of Chase Wilson came off power coming out of turn four, and Charlie Gallant had nowhere to go. There was a lap car down on the inside, and he thought that the 77 was going, and he just jacked him up, got him turned a little bit, tried to slow him down, and then both of them slid into turn one wall. JR Fitzpatrick is the lead car. Glenn Watson, and on the high side, the 16, the 22, 72. And then Brandon Passer's on the outside in that fourth spot. JR Fitzpatrick just trying to take it nice and easy in that number 16. Let's see how he goes. Green, green, green. Here we're going to get the flag. Green, green, green. JR Fitzpatrick takes to the lead. There goes the 72. Gillespie up the inside. Oh, look at this. Something's happened to the Sept 22. Oh, Glenn Watson, he's off the paces. He slid back 4 spots. And here comes Burrows up into the top 5. As Watson is definitely off the pace. Now he's holding up the field behind him. And up front still is that 16 to 72 of Doug Gillespie, now closing the gap. Todd Campbell has gotten up into the top 3. Burrows is sitting fourth. Watson is now dropping like a rock. Watson goes to 5th. Passer goes to 6th. McLean is 7th. Oliver is in that 8th spot. 9th is Wilkinson. And then Mikey Miller in the number 10 spot. Big. 43 laps in the book. 7 more to go to be 6 this time by. 6 to go for the number 16 of JR Fitzpatrick. As Fitzpatrick is leading the field all the way around. Burrows, this is a good run for Burrows in the top 5. Haven't seen that in a while. Chris Burrows in that number 64. As he's now got the 22. Glenn Watson bouncing off the back bumper. Whoa! Lights are out. Are we going to call this or lights are out? Yellow, 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 lights are out on the track. Oh my. What has happened over there with the lights? We had a power failure on the main tower. We must have blew a fuse. 5 more laps to go. Ladies and gentlemen, our lights have gone down. We will be calling the race 5 laps short. Your feature winner will be the number 16 of JR Fitzpatrick. In second spot be the 72 of Doug Gillespie. And rounding out the top 3 in the number 07 is Todd Campbell. We'll try to get down to Victory Lane, have a conversation with them. Thank you for being with us here tonight. That is unforeseen with the power going out here in the main tower. We'll have to take a look at that for tomorrow. But by the time we were to hook this back up, it would take hours for them to cool down and to come back on. Again, thank you from John Caselli, Frank Caselli, from Doug Leonard, or from Tim Norris, from myself, Gary Calling. We thank you for being here. Remember, for every kilometer road, there's 2 kilometers of ditch. Keep it between the lines. We want to see you here tomorrow. Racing starts at 2:30. Here we are over here in Victory Lane with JR Fitzpatrick in the 16. We got the 72 of Gillespie. He's here. And Todd Campbell. It's great to have Todd Campbell in the top 3. Todd Campbell, old go-kart friend of mine. We got Dougie here, so we're going to get Victory Lane. Let's give him a round of applause for JR Fitzpatrick for getting a feature win here tonight for the first round of Frostoberfest Day 1. Hey, JR, sorry about your qualifying efforts. You had to go to the back, but didn't take you long to get here, eh?
No, the car's really good. I got to thank Bobby Blunt and Junior Hanley and my guys Ted and Chris and my father-in-law Roy for coming to help out today. And my girls are here. It's just, I really wanted to do this. I really got to thank Bobby for letting me drive this thing. It's a real rocket ship. And I think we burned a spark plug wire or something there because it started going coming out of the corner. So I was a little worried, and there's some smoke. So I think we got some rubber in there or something. So that was concerning. But car was good. Got a little loose at the end and lost a little bit of brakes. But if that was going to be a 5-lap dash, I figured she was going to be a wild one.
Yeah, with the lights going out here, it would take 2 hours to get them back up. Luck of the draw, I guess. Hey, congratulations. You got something for tomorrow?
Yeah, I think we'll be good. The 55 car for Chris House tomorrow, and we'll go after it.
Excellent. Congratulations, JR Fitzpatrick. Give him another big round of applause. We'll head over here to Dougie. Dougie, congratulations on a solid second-place finish. How does it feel to be second here on Frostober Day 1?
Like I'm newborn.
A newborn. You look newborn. Who do you want to thank for getting here, Doug?
Everybody that helped me. My brother Dion, his girlfriend, and Donna, and Travis back at the shop. Yeah.
Awesome. Give him a big round of applause for Dougie. Go get yourself in a picture here. I got to move over here to this guy, Todd Campbell. I haven't seen you in the top 3 in a while, bud. This is amazing. You brought all your fans from Georgia or from Guelph. I hear them. They're all up there.
We got half the Guelph here tonight. So.
Excellent. Congratulations on your 3rd place finish. It's really nice to see you here. Who do you want to thank for getting you here?
I thank my pit crew, my dad, my son, everybody helped me get here. I got to thank the 52 crew. They loaned us, Bill Pastor loaned us a transmission. We were done for the day, and they had troubles and loaned us our transmission. And the 8 crew, Greg Gibson, they helped us out with fittings to get everything going. And we weren't sure we were going to be in the race, and we're up there in the top 3. So pretty happy.
Excellent. Congratulations. Give it another round of applause for the top 3. We'll get them in here for Victory Lane.